So the rule of 100, right? If you are 80 years old, you should have 80% bonds, 20% stocks. If you're 20 years old, you should have 20% bonds, 80% stocks. But what happens when you have a 15-year run of 0% interest rates, like we did from 2008 up until about 2022? I mean, there's an inverse relationship between bonds and yields. So when rates are zero, that means rates can only really go up from there, which means your bond investments are going to tank. And that's what we saw in 2022, 2023, because if rates go up, everything you had in that bond is going to go down. So with that mindset, you've just said if someone's 80% of their portfolio is something that was in a position to really just fall. So it's kind of scary. And then, well, what else are you going to do? You put your money in the stock market? If you've listened to the show, you know our stance on it. The problem is there's no foundation to the stock market. I even joked last episode that the market is just going to keep going up because now the government can drop rates again. So in 2020, when they should have dropped rates to help increase the stock market, they didn't. They couldn't because rates were already zero. So we've set up this whole system. It's so convoluted. Nothing really makes sense. If you have the opportunity, watch Dumb Money on Netflix, I believe, about GameStop stock, because that was the first time where the government came in and actually stopped the market from going up. Typically, they stop the market from going down, but this time they stopped it from going up. There's something called the plunge team, which stops the market from going down if it goes down too fast in a single day. So we're brought up now where really all we have is stocks and bonds, when we used to have a system of pensions. A lot of things changed in the 80s. JR's parents and grandparents, that generation, they had banks, they had cash at home, they had stocks and bonds, but typically they had a pension through their employer. As we get to the 80s, they got rid of the pensions because it was too expensive for companies. So now all of a sudden you've got this 401k. So it's good luck. You're going to save up all this money and then you're going to retire and you're not going to have any more income. And we're going to pray you don't lose all your money. So that's essentially what the rule of 100 is, well, theoretically, you want your money to get safer as you get older, but bonds aren't always the safe answer. And stocks definitely aren't the same answer.
Well,